happening in
They can make
Delhi
a
as well.
strong statement.
What is extremely important is that there are a lot of unfulfilled promises. There are a lot of things which have not been done. I'm not saying that time is up. It's a 5-year term. We must give Parrikar 5-year period to fulfill. But certain issues which are hanging fire need to be addressed, or there should be a semblance of some kind of a deadline being met properly on this. I would again go back to the regional plan, which is an extremely important issue, because people are extremely upset at the village level and at the panchayat level. MOPA is a very critical issue which Mr. Modi avoided completely. Completely. And he obviously knew that MOPA is contentious, because point is it can go either way. South, if there is one issue which will bind South Goa completely, it is MOPA. And because of this, Mr. Parrikar's own statements on MOPA were completely watered down. And if you see Parrikar's statements on MOPA in the last 2 months compared to the way he started off on MOPA, it's absolutely, it's a wolf and lamb kind of a situation. So my issue is, just to sum up this part, that ultimately this rally has no relevance to local issues. The BJP will do extremely well if they manage to convince the people that their promises are going to be met.
They are delivering locally.
And if that comfort level is not there, they might be in a sense of a shock, at least as far as South Goa is concerned.
Okay. Anaglat Bab, during last...
I fully agree with you.
Okay. During last assembly election, majority of the minority community stayed away from Congress.
Yes.
I am not saying they went with the BJP, but they stayed away from Congress. This Modi factor, what will it do to them? Will them keep away from BJP, away from Congress, or will them push? Will it push them back to the
Modi
Congress?
will be immaterial for any election in Goa. As Sujay has put it.
No,
So
how will minority community perceive it?
Modi coming in.
Yes.
Indifferent to it. Indifferent. Totally indifferent.
What Anaglat Bab is
things.
saying, that minority community will be indifferent to Modi. It is not that because Modi, his hardline image or polarizing factor, because of all those kind of images that he has, it will not bring the majority of minority community towards Congress. You agree with that?
I will come.
Because all your leaders are banking upon the fact that Modi will get them back to you.
There were a few things which happened earlier on. So I would like to take up one particular subject. The crowd ultimately need not necessitate the winning positions of a particular party. While I was in Madhya Pradesh, I was in a Guna urban constituency, assembly constituency. And there were hardly 7,000 people for a very large, expected, large attendance was expected for that party of Narendra Modi. There were only 7,000 people. The BJP won there. But in Bamori or Kalukheda's constituency, there were hundreds of thousands of people. The Congress won. Now, that particular crowd really does not make sense.
What about the issue of minority?
Coming to the minority issue.
Yeah.
Today, what the BJP is trying to do is to color itself differently. They would like to make themselves look a secular party, when in reality they practice communal ideology. Because it is not the BJP who does that. It is the RSS who does that.
What will be the impact?
1 minute,
I'll tell you philosophies.
I'll tell you, no philosophy.
Yeah.
Like I said, when men and women of the RSS were made to wear black burqas and sit there, to make Narendra Modi a person sought by the Muslim community or the minority community. You are asking about Christian minority.
Yes.
I'm telling you about Muslim minority.
Yes.
Now, here is the situation. Everywhere, the BJP is doing the same thing.
Anaglat Bab is saying that Modi factor minority in Goa will be indifferent to it.
I'm not saying minorities.
It wouldn't affect. It wouldn't benefit him.
People of South Goa.
It wouldn't benefit
I
him.
am saying minorities are nobody's property. Whether it is of Congress, whether it is of Communist Party, whether it is of BJP, whether it is of Aap Aadmi, minorities know how to vote. Don't take them for granted.
The minorities voted against the Congress because they were fed up of family Raj. They were fed up of corruption. Now, 18 months down the line, I think the Catholics have once again got a chance to basically reply through their crucial vote as to whether they are satisfied with the alternative or not. Number one, what is very important is the space that the Catholics occupy. Now, the big question is, suppose a portion of the Catholics occupy a non-BJP space out of frustration with the Parrikar government. I'm saying a big if. Now, is the Congress that space they will go to? I don't think so.
Exactly, that's my
I don't
question.
think so.
Yeah.
The reason being that they are ultimately looking for their lives to be bettered. When they see that there is absolutely no chance of the Congress romping back to power or changing or whatever. Now, the Congress's biggest challenge is to have an organization, have an organizational structure, have proper units to reach out to the party. My point is there was a token organizational change by getting a Catholic GPCC chief. Now, that doesn't mean that the party has got revived in 2 months.
Correct.
My issue is that you can get a John Fernandez there, but my point is that doesn't mean the Catholics are going to flock to John Fernandez.
On the contrary, sir, I would
wait,
like to
wait,
interrupt
you.
you. I would like to interrupt you on this particular point.
Fair enough.
That it is, see, basically, you have to understand that we are not wooing the Christians, we are not wooing the Muslims, we are not wooing any particular community like the BJP is doing, because today's 27% to Bandhari Samaj is basically an attempt to turn them around, because they have gone away from them with the Vishnu Wagh issue. They are trying to appease them by giving 27% reservation. But we are not trying to do this with the Catholic community. The Catholic community understands the number of promises which are made by the Honorable Chief Minister before, when he was the leader of the opposition, and the complete turnaround, the U-turns, the misguiding of, today also in the case of mining, they are saying that e-auctioning will start by the end of this month. And who is going to come for e-auctioning? Adani company is going to come. Who is going to come for another e-auctioning of the ore? Reliance would come. Now, the Goan people or the Goan mine owners are today completely going to get extinguished from the face of this earth.
What are the
you want a specific answer from Jiten?
What are the promises made by BJP to the Catholics?
We never opposed.
He said it.
We never opposed.
One minute.
Jiten Baba, answer his question.
I also,
so that I can move ahead.
I have also a English medium primary school which I run from collection of fees. I'm not, funded by the government.
What is your point?
While they have now their schools, which have been given English medium, where they had started those schools for 1 year, presumably for 1 year, it is continuing today.
You are saying MOI.
That's right. The language
His question is, what are the assurances given to Christians?
The language of instruction.
What are the assurances
That was the
given to
assurance also
Christians?
was given to the Christians.
That is assurance given to people of Goa.
Not to the people of Goa.
What he said, his perception, government is bad, I respect
it. It had been
it.
given to the church.
That's his perception.
It had been given to the church. No. Please, I know for
Given to the
myself.
church?
To the Christian people. That their
The
schools
first
will
now
have.
church.
Their
Don't
schools
make
will have
accusation.
English medium
Don't
at
make
primary
accusation.
level.
Don't involve the church here.
No, 1 minute.
No,
I'm not
BJP
involving
has
the
never
church.
met any church authorities.
I
to this.
respect
No.
Christianity.
No, I don't not acceptable to me.
But appeasement was given.
What appeasement?
This particular school, where the primary schools have been given on English mediums, this thing, they have their requirement.
No, but
what
the Congress
even
didn't
regional.
lose because of appeasements.
I know, I agree.
Jiten Bab, just 1 minute.
See, as I said, Christians are not property of
Then I
Congress.
said it.
No, not Congress
Jiten
or
Bab,
BJP or anybody.
Jiten Bab,
Let me
1
explain.
minute.
They are not naive. They are very intelligent
So you
people,
wanted to
very
make a point.
intelligent community.
Jiten Bab, 1 minute.
They know who to vote.
See, I want to make one.
They
point.
know
Jiten Bab,
who to
1
vote.
minute. Yeah.
I want to make one again to steer this back. Now, the issue is, again, we are talking about Modi's rally and its aftermath. Okay. The moot question here is, does a Manohar Parrikar and the BJP in Goa need a Modi rally to leverage their chances in the Lok Sabha or not? My point is, if they need a Modi rally to leverage their chances, then there's something wrong with they and their governance. My point is, they should not even bank on a Modi rally, because at the end of the day, if you've ruled for 18 months, riding on a huge anti-Congress wave, then your own deliverance and your capacity to work and fulfill promises should be good enough.
Another, tell me one thing, as far as BJP's both the candidates are concerned, Sripad Naik and Naren Savikar.
How do you know Naren Savikar? Shripad Naik has.
Parikar has announced it.
Your party has
When?
announced
In
it.
the meeting?
Now this is a new thing I'm hearing.
Our
Told you.
speaker doesn't even
This
remember.
is a new thing I'm
No,
hearing.
we have got
This
a
is what I'm
system.
saying.
We have a system of parliamentary board clearing it.
Oh, do you want to say that you are going to be the
Chief Minister announced
candidate?
it.
Where?
This is a new thing I'm hearing.
In the
Oh, he
meeting?
wants to become the
No, in a
candidate, sir.
meeting.
No, he has officially announced
Yes, officially
it
announced
to the
it.
press.
To the press, I don't know.
Officially announced
Because
it.
otherwise, we are not supposed to announce and tell till the parliamentary board decides.
But Dr. you said Sripad yes.
Yes,
Narendra
because
no.
he's sitting MP. I didn't say no.
Yeah.
How do you know he said?
Because Chief Minister told us.
He would
So,
like.
Okay.
If he has told you, I have no
There is an
dispute.
appeasement. There is an appeasement. Christian appeasement.
Wait.
If he has
He would
told
be-
you,
he would be.
You have no problem.
if he has
Okay.
told you, I have
Doctor,
no.
my point is, as far as
Taka
these two
ticket
candidates of
right.
BJP are concerned, do you feel
Taka
that
ticket
they are capable
Tukarama?
of winning this election on
know
their
it.
own?
Huh?
Very frankly.
As far
I'll
as Sripad is concerned,
Yeah.
it's a non-starter. What has he contributed to the state after being an MP for such a long time? Nothing. As far as Savarkar is concerned, it's a new face there, and it's, I think, difficult to penetrate that constituency, which is basically of people who are enlightened people, and they will not vote for someone newcomer into the field who has no background at all. of politics.
Parrikar's all these populist measures won't help them.
Definitely not. Definitely
Not help them.
Populist measures. He is wasting our money on trucks which have never contributed to the wealth of the state. He just siphoned away the mines to their own profits.
Won't help.
Not,
You are
no,
saying
no,
won't
definitely
help.
not. You are
Does
giving
not-
money.
No,
you are
no, I have
distributing
come to
our-
you in nine.
you are
I'll come to you in
distributing- We have a grievance against him. You are distributing without, and that also without being in your manifesto. You have given money to the truck drivers, to the ladly, to housewives. Why are you giving all this
So
money
you are-
away?
these
Young
populist
people
things
are not
won't go in
people are
BJP's favor.
voted, though they take the money and still unhappy with
Okay,
it. They
then-
say the situation is so bad that
I
people will
agree.
be happy with
Wait,
it.
I agree
Wait,
with
wait,
it.
I'll come to you, I'll come to you.
I agree with Dr. Anaklet
Okay.
that they will take everything because that's the experience we've got.
Yes. Yeah.
They'll take everything and finally they'll teach BJP a lesson.
Okay. Magasan,
I
Sujay,
don't think they
before
have a
before
chance this
concluding and before going to the
Unless the
Miskit,
miracle, they work some miracle,
Okay.
I don't think they have.
the thing is, okay, these two candidates,
to put up
they
something.
need Modi or Parrikar is good enough to sail them through.
See, the issue is, I will again go back to one point. And as Dr. Meshkida said, that unless people of Goa think that Goa comes first and India comes next, but that in fact is true.
True.
For people of Goa, Goa comes first, whether we like it or not. Ultimately, whether good, bad or ugly, that is the way things are. A Goan will see whether his immediate needs are getting fulfilled, whether his Vado's needs are getting fulfilled, whether his Taluka's needs are getting fulfilled, whether his district's needs are getting fulfilled, and then whether his state's needs are getting fulfilled, and then see whether the country's needs are getting fulfilled. That's the way it works, and all of us know it.
Yes.
Number one. So I am essentially saying that these critical issues that we've spoken of, and let's understand one thing. North Goa, of course, is complex. South Goa is very simple, though it looks complex. People are extremely emotive. They'll vote from the heart on one or two critical issues.
Okay.
My point is that-
but as far as
so-
these two candidates are concerned, will they need Modi or
Narendra
Parrikar
Modi-
is enough to sail them
Narendra
through?
Modi is extremely irrelevant to Goa.
Irrelevant.
The challenge is completely on Parrikar, whether he manages to kind of swing votes based on whether he has delivered or not, and on this he may be found wanting, at least in South Goa.
Okay. So final comments.
Final. I just want one comment from him, whether he agrees with him for Goa come first, India comes second. Does Deshprabhu agree with it?
No. In the
I just want this only one comment.
The voting
Okay.
pattern.
the psyche of our Goan people, it is so.
What?
For a simple reason.
Goa
that-
first.
Yeah, because if the
What
price
is so?
1 minute, if the price of power is increased, that could be a reason for people to vote against BJP.
That is different. Does
So
the
these
people
are-
of
Dodo's question is it Goa first for Goans?
Yes.
and India
Yes,
next?
okay. Dodo, final comments. As far as your two candidates are concerned, whether they need Modi or Parrikar is enough to sail them through.
See, this is a national election, we need both. But I can tell you, after hearing the comments from the Congress, if horses were wishes, beggar would ride.
I'll stop at that. म्हाका दिसता हाजेर हांव थांबता. दोन म्हाका दिसता कॉम्प्लिकेटेड इश्यूज आसा हातूंत भितर हांगा डिसएग्रीमेंट जाला. Whereas BJP believes that जितली local issues important, तितलेच national issues important. Rest of the panelists believe that it will be local issues which will be of paramount importance. आणि दुसरे उरिल्ले जे दोन कॅन्डिडेट आसात तांकां मोदी पावपा जाय काय फक्त पर्रीकारच पावल्यार पुरो हें म्हाका दिसता गोंयकारच ठरयतले इतल्याचे आमी थांबतात
ते
तुमी
दोन
आयले
उमेदवार कोण ते सांगपाचे कारण ते काँग्रेसचे न्ही.
ओके ओके
काँग्रेस
हांव इतल्याचे
काँग्रेस should keep
दोतोर हांव
it
इतल्याचे
cool
थांबता
because नेरवान चालवलें ते मातशें
बरें इतल्याचे थांबता तुम्ही सगळे जाण आयले आणि इतली बरी भाशा केली थँक्स अ लॉट पळयत रावात प्रुडंट नमस्कार.